Good morning. This is what I look like most of the time in the mornings. I just dropped my son off to school and now I gotta take my dog to get a haircut. So if you're on live, drop a 1 below. If you're on watching the replay, drop a 2. People will hop on here in a second, but I just watched a little video. I try to always do at least 10 minutes, if not like 30 of like personal development at some point. Hi, Ashley. And I've found that the best time to do my personal development is either right away in the morning or right before I go to bed. Hi, you guys. So if you guys are on, if you guys can do 2 things, if you can click on the little person and invite some people, that would be awesome. And then if you can also drop a 1 below if you're on live or anything. Really, your favorite emoji, whatever. I know I look scary, but this is how it goes. This is why I love this business, because I just dropped my son off to school and now I'm going to drop my dog off to get a haircut. And I watched a little video this morning and it was just 3 questions to ask yourself, and it's very simple. And sometimes I feel like we make this business a lot more difficult than it needs to be, and we start to kind of get in that cycle of self-doubt and like, is this gonna work, and can I do this, and all these things. Okay, so he was saying there's 3 questions I want you guys to ask yourself, and it's, if not network marketing, then what am I going to do? So I want you guys to really think about it and think like, would I be happy and satisfied and really pumped up about my job every day if I wasn't able to do this full time? Okay, so picture yourself as a full-time Black status leader with this company and how that would feel. And then ask yourself, what else is there out there that I would do that I would enjoy more than that? And you guys, when I think about that, there is nothing. I would literally like die going back to a 9 to 5. It's just not. There's just so many positives to this. The time freedom. If you have kids, it's just amazing. Like, I literally know that I will never miss any sporting event, anything, because of the career path and the hard work that I put in. I feel like there's something to be said about being an entrepreneur and teaching, sorry, the lighting's so weird, and teaching your kids to also go after what they want and believing in themselves and kind of the confidence that they kind of grab from your confidence. So the first question is just, if not network marketing, then what would I do? And how do I feel about that? Like, how would it feel to be a Black status presenter and have that income and have that financial freedom and have that time freedom? How would it feel to do some other job? The next one is, if not now, then when? If you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? And there's, I think Katie Thompson always says, like, you know, what you're willing to put off today, you're going to be willing to put that off for the next few months. So there has to become a point in time where you kind of say enough is enough, and I'm going to just do what I need to do now, and so that I can have the results I want later. And that's why I named this wanting Crockpot results with microwave efforts. Like, you know, if you make something in a Crockpot and it takes time and it has to sit there and it's going to be like a process, right? It's not going to taste the same if you throw something in the microwave, right? So I like to use little cheesy analogies. My team knows that. But it's like, if you're not willing to put the time in now to put everything into the crock pot and let it do what it needs to do and really like work with that, you're going to get those microwave results. If you're wanting like that instant gratification, all that thing, you're not going to see those results that you're wanting. Does that make sense? And that's very true. I see a lot of people get to like green or orange status, and there's kind of that lull, it feels like, where you're still working your business and you're still adding people to your team, but you almost feel like you're kind of like going like this, because throughout the year, the sales kind of go like this. And it's something that this business takes momentum and it takes hard work, but it also takes time for your leaders to build leaders. And that's something that I struggle with, because I'm kind of like the person, I like to be in control of things. I like to be able to kind of, set my own destiny, I guess. And there is an element of, you have to be a little bit patient and be okay with putting in the work now and then seeing the results later. And I think that's probably the number one thing that people struggle with in just being an entrepreneur, is not a lot of people are willing to do the work without seeing results right away. And you guys, I've taken a lot of risks in my business, but I don't find that they were bad risks, because I was always investing in myself. And that's definitely the best thing you can do, is invest in yourself. Like, I did Facebook ads to get contacts. I wasn't worried about if I did an ad and I didn't get sales and I feel like, oh my gosh, I just spent $20 and I didn't get a return on that or whatever now. But I might have got 35, 40, 100 contacts off of that post that might be a huge return later forever, if that makes sense. One of those people that I connected with on that post, then a year later might join and become one of my top leaders. So you have to be willing to kind of invest in yourself and put that time and effort into it. I did a vendor event. I was 2 weeks into the business and I signed up for a huge vendor event by myself for 3 days. And I remember I bought, I think it was like $800 of mascara, like my cost. And that was more than my house payment, you guys. That was so scary to me. I was making about $2,000 to $2,200 a month. So when you think about that, that's a big investment. And I'm not saying you need to go do that, but you have to put yourself out there and be willing to kind of believe in yourself and invest in yourself, if that makes sense. So if not now, when? If you're not going to do something now, when is it going to happen? So you just have to do it. And you could be thinking the sales aren't as good because we didn't have the big kudos sale at the beginning, because this kudos is going to take a little more finessing, You have to be disciplined to get to your $500 PRS by the 5th every single month. And I preach this to my team, and they hear it and they hear me say it over and over and over again. But it has to come to the point where they finally realize this is actually something I need to do for myself. Okay. So the last question is, if not you, then who? If you're not going to do it, who's going to do it for you? Nobody is going to go out there and get your dream for you. Nobody is going to motivate you every day. You can inspire yourself every single day, but you have to put the effort in. You can get out there and do the things you need to do and make the contacts you need to contact and all those things. I bet there's probably half the people, if not more, in this group that have already quit doing the daily task list every single day. I would put money on it. And I hope that maybe this can be the wake-up call of if you're not going to do it now, then when? You joined this group for a reason, and you know what you want. So it's got to be you that does it, though. Nobody else can do it for you. It has to be you that propels that. Carly Reeves put a post in the Black Status group probably a couple of weeks ago, and I just love her because she's so honest and raw and humble about what she says. And it was along the facts of she kind of this last year just struggled with the fact that she had such a big team now that she didn't really know how to manage it, and she just kind of crawled into a hole. And then she felt bad because she wasn't seeing the results she wanted to see. But then she was like, I know it has nothing to do with anything. It's not about back orders. It's not about anything but her. It's on her shoulders. And she's like, I know that I can get back into momentum. I see all these other leaders creating green status presenters underneath them. I see them sponsoring people. I see them doing these things. And it's my fault that I pulled back. But she also was like, the cool thing is I can get back into that at any point in time. It's up to you to like flip that switch and go for it. Right? So you have to, hi you guys, if I wasn't looking at, the never work for anyone again, no matter what, right? Always be your own boss, right? That's how I feel. So you can't, if not you, then who? Okay. So if you're not willing to do it, who's going to do it for you? Nobody. Nobody's going to do it for you. Okay. And if not now, then when? And if not network marketing, then what else are you going to do? And would you still feel the same every morning when you wake up if you're doing something else? Like, could you get like fulfillment out of another career? Absolutely. Absolutely. But would it be the same? I would bet no. There is nothing like this business. And I can't even say that, you guys. Like, I'm a crier. Sorry. I can't even say that without like tearing up. Like, this business, you guys literally saved my life, okay? And I know you guys, like, a lot of you probably know the story and everything, but like, I literally had, I had everything ripped away from me all at once. And this was like the one thing that nobody can take this from you. Like, nobody. You can give it away and you can be complacent with it and you can do all these things to it, but nobody else can take this from you. And what it's done for me and my confidence in my life is like, just, I can't even express it. So I don't want you guys to waste another day. I don't want you guys to have stupid thoughts in your head of doubt and that it's not going to work and that it's not going to happen. I want you guys to make it simple and fun, because it is. It's simple and fun. And you just have to reach out to people, and people honestly enjoy it. They want to see you succeed and they want to support you. They really do. But it's up to you to make those connections and not have that self-doubt of like, oh gosh, like I don't want to reach out to this person and bug them, or I don't want them to think that I'm being spammy or whatever. It's makeup and it's fun and it's stuff that people use, and you have to be that like Nordstrom email that shows up every couple days in your thing, like saying like, hey, here's this, here's this, here's this. You have to be that spokesperson for yourself. So I want you guys to kind of just think about that this morning, and hopefully it's going to give you that jump that you need to really go for it, okay? And then your team is going to follow that, all right? So that's all I have. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.